Okay.
Great.
Damn. Now I've got to start. Wait, what do I say? All right.
Hi.
So, oh my God, wait. You don't even know what this is called. You don't even know what we're doing today.
No, so you got
You,
to
you just turned up and came.
Yeah, this is the vibe.
That's the vibe it should always be, you know?
Just always turn up. I mean,
Spontaneous, just pull up.
I'm trying to be more spontaneous.
I mean, it's the best thing to do.
Amen, sister.
Yeah, that's how you get the best opportunities, right?
So tell me about your podcast.
Okay.
The name.
So, hello guys. Welcome to the first episode of Discussions with Hussein. And today we are joined by a lovely, very musical and talented guest. Romaya, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hey guys, I'm Romaya. I am 19, soon to be 20 in 3 weeks, guys. I'm from West London. I'm a rapper and still pan player. Yeah.
Right. So let's really get into things, right? What made you get into music?
What made me get into music? I think it's a very simple thing. Everyone in my family are musicians on my mum's side and dad's side. And I always tell this to people. I didn't have the choice to be a musician. It was more what I picked in music. So that's how I got into music. I started playing steel pan when I was 3, started writing music from as early as I could remember. But because everyone does it around me, it was just such a normal thing. So yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen you and your mum, if I'm correct, have the
New Generation Still Orchestra.
Yes, that one.
Yeah. So me and my mum run a band. I'm the manager of the band. My mum's like the leader / founder. We now have 3 divisions: a junior group, youth group, and now an adult beginners group that I solely run. So yeah, that's like my new passion project that I've been doing. And New Generation, the whole band has been around since 2019. So that's been super sick to do that with my family as well.
And you guys played at the Notting Hill Carnival last year? Was it just you?
No, I didn't. We didn't play last year. We did 2019, the first year when we launched, but I always do play at Carnival with another band that I'm a part of.
All right.
Yeah.
Because I'm always seeing the videos of you at Carnival, and it's like, it's all the videos that you post in general, it's like very collective. It's like a family. You guys are like such a big group, and like it's a very, cute, happy family.
Yeah, no, that's never it. I think it is that. I think obviously my band, the music that we get taught, the arranger is my younger brother. My cousin is in the band as well. My younger cousins are in the band. So it's all family led. And then in the other bands that I'm part of, my aunties, uncles, my dad, and all of those people are part of that band as well. So I think I would say I definitely have a strong family unit, but like through music, if that makes sense. So sick.
Yeah, of course. Now, do you remember the first time we met?
Was it at that gig? It was in Tottenham Court Road or something like that. What was the name of the thing?
It was like Ether Rap.
Yes.
Ether Presents. There was a Christmas thing, right?
Yeah, that was 2024.
Was it?
Yeah, that was 2024 now. Damn. So that was a year and a bit ago.
Yeah.
Damn.
The first time I walked in and I saw a couple artists first, and I think you were like the 3rd or 4th artist to go on.
Yeah. And
when you got up, first of all, the pink hair took me by surprise. I was like, okay, we're making a statement already. And then once I heard you, it was Let Those Who Love the Lord Hate Evil when that came out. And the energy you came on that stage with, wow.
Oh, thank you.
And it was like the whole collective, everyone was vibing. I was like, yeah, this is like a moment.
I appreciate that a lot. And the fact that I even remember that, I can't really remember where I met people, but you stuck with me because I was kind of having a bit of a hard day on that day, and I didn't think I did good, or I wasn't resonating with the audience. So when you came up to me afterwards, I was like, I really appreciate that. And it stuck with me because I feel like my music is not for everyone necessarily. I do think the crowd did enjoy it, but like some people are more hyped. I can still be quite chill with my music. So that was a really fun experience, definitely, to meet you and then for you to compliment me. So I'll never forget that day. It was a good day.
No, the thing with me is every time I see like someone performing and like I know like I wouldn't know exactly, but like I understand what it takes to get up on that stage and perform.
Yeah.
No matter like if it's 5 people or 10 people or 50 people, like it's still going to be something big.
Exactly.
But you've performed to a very big crowd of people.
Yes, I have.
Glastonbury, was it 2019?
No.
Might be wrong.
Glastonbury 2024.
2024, there we go.
2024.
A couple years off.
Yeah, a couple years, not too far, I'm joking. But yeah.
With Idris Elba.
Yes.
And how was that? How did that go?
That was literally one of the craziest experiences of my life. About 50,000 people. Wow. I was just fresh out of college, fresh out of school, like a month out of school. I just literally went there with my best friend. She couldn't even come backstage with me. So I was pretty much alone. It was scary. I wrote a piece for me and Idris Elba about knife crime. I wrote it up based off like an experience of me losing one of my closest friends to knife crime, and it was good to be able to have that platform to speak about it. Glastonbury was sick. It was amazing. The crowd, even though they were big, they were silent. Like, they were really taking in what I was saying because it was a heartfelt piece. It was really great. I think it was one of the best experiences I've ever had. The only thing I'd say about Glastonbury, though, is after Glastonbury, it was kind of hard to pivot back or stay on the momentum of music, because I'm an independent artist.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I had the team, or if I was a bit older to have the tools to know what to do when I came out of Glastonbury, I think I could have gone further in my career, if that makes sense. Sorry for the long tangent. But yeah.
No, we needed that.
That's, yeah.
How did you like, what was going through your mind when you were performing at Glastonbury? Like, if I was in your shoes, I would have a cry backstage first of all, because that's intentionally, like, there's a lot of pressure on that.
Yeah.
And then the crowd, like, that's a lot of people. Like, how did you manage that?
Yeah, I was so nervous. I'm quite an anxious person, even though I come off as quite like boisterous and I'm cool. It's just kind of a front. So I was nervous. I was backstage. We're in VIP. They have like free food. There's a restaurant and everything's free. Listen, one thing about me, I'm a big back. I was ready to order everything, but I was so nervous I couldn't even eat. I had bubble guts in Glastonbury. Not very smart.
Damn.
But yeah, it was hard. But I think what I was telling myself on stage is that you belong here. Often, because I've been privileged enough to be in a few musical spaces where I wouldn't have been if I either didn't go to Brit school or worked how hard I have worked. Sometimes I feel out of place in those places, like I don't deserve to be there. And at that moment, I had just turned 18 when I did Glastonbury. I think just turned 18.
Oh, wow.
And I was like maybe a few weeks after I turned 18, and I was like, all I had to do is tell myself, listen, Romaya, you belong here. Like, you deserve to be here. Like, you're not different from these people. And even Idris did tell me that before I went on stage. He said something like, remember, this is where you belong. Because I often feel like an imposter syndrome, like, I don't belong here. But yeah. I think that's what was just running through my mind when I was on stage. Like, okay, you belong. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy, man.
And like, how did you prepare for Glastonbury? Because that's a big gig.
How did I prepare? Well, it came quite last minute. It was in the talks for a while, but you know, something when it's so far left field, you're like, is this actually going to happen? So I was like, I was entertaining the idea, but what did I do to prepare myself? I mean, I did a lot of mirror work, just looking in the mirror, pretending like I'm in front of 50,000 people.
Just smile and wave.
Yeah, and one thing I just did as well is just not put too much pressure on myself. One thing about me is, like, even before my gigs and my shows, I don't like to overly rehearse, because then, like, it has more of a chance to mess up because I'm overthinking it, especially with my songs that I know. If I'm rehearsing things that I don't really know, fairs. But I wrote the poem and I knew that I knew it. So I was just like telling myself it through the day, but then just not trying to put too much pressure. So it's not really a glamorous answer. I just kind of took it easy, I guess, preparing for it. Yeah.
And how would you say your experience at like the Brit School and like through your past performances and like preparing, did it like help you?
Definitely. I've been gigging since I was about 6 years old.
6.
And that was with Still Pan. So I've always had to have like stage presence instilled in me. So even when I'm nervous, like in myself, I literally am so nervous, I can put on this good front. And I feel like the stage is the one place that feels like home to me. So I think I find it more nerve-wracking, the build-up, the lead-up to it. Like, that's the part that gets me really nervous. The walking on stage, the day of the performance. Then when I get on the stage, I'm like, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be. It's almost like the most peace I could ever feel is when I'm on stage. So I think definitely though, going to Brit helped me because we had to do a lot of shows and stuff, and I had to be doing a bit of uncomfortable performances, not like bad, but in terms of like maybe genres I wasn't so used to. So I think I'm now used to being on stage when I'm not the most comfortable, and then like feeling cool in it, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I completely get that. What genres would you say like are your strongest point?
I think like I would say like old school hip hop. I think that's where my music kind of, at least the first influences started to come from. Now I've kind of leaned into alternative kind of hip hop kind of vibes. I mean, I don't like to bound myself to a genre. I just like to like do what I like. But I think I always had the inspiration from like Tupac and stuff like that. That was my mum's favorite artist growing up, and obviously I love my mum very much. So anything she loves, I love. So I think I definitely took that inspiration from like that era of music. I just like the feel of that music, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. And for someone who makes music, you haven't released much music. You've released, if I'm correct, one EP and about 5 singles.
Yeah. I started dropping my music in 2022 or 2023.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've released a fair share of music. I have a lot of music, but I'm not a perfectionist. But if I'm not proud of my music, I won't release it. I like to be very collaborative and work with lots of different people. So sometimes I walk into sessions and not like have anything that I would want to release. It would still be a good vibe. But I think also being an independent artist is hard because I want to put the best of me out there.
Of course.
Right now I'm working on a big project. I took a break from music because I was suffering with my mental health a lot, and I kind of stopped making music. But this year I told myself I want to be on it. So I think this year is going to be the year of more music. I think I've got a decent amount of music out. I think it's enough for people to know who I kind of am. But I'm excited to have more music out now. And I think because I dropped my first song when I was 16, I was in a different place, you know what I mean? And I'm ready to like drop some more music that's more mature, 1 and 2. Not that I wasn't mature, but that's more true to who I am right now, if that makes sense.
Of course. And like when you listen to music from artists, you can see like how they've evolved like themselves through the start and like to where they are now, both artistically and personally. Definitely. And like listening to your music as well, like you can definitely hear it.
Definitely. I'm like, I love that you can hear the growth within my music. But one thing about me also that why, like I said, I like to drop music that I'd be proud of is the first song I made, the first song I released, Intro. I still love that song now. It's still in my sets now. Do you know what I mean? That's how much I love the song. So it's just like, I'm proud that I just release songs that I'm proud of, because I don't want to be that artist that has all these songs out that they don't enjoy performing, because you'll see a lot of bigger celebrities, they'll be like, oh, I hate this one, but they have to do it. And I don't want to get to that point. I mean, we got to have the money makers, but I don't want to get to that point where I'm like, oh, I flipping hate this song. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, completely.
So yeah.
Is there like one song you would never want to perform from your discography so far?
Not never, but
or like one you're getting ready to like disregard once you release more music.
Kind of, yeah. My last release that I had, it's I think it's one of the best productions on the song that I have. It's called Running Through My Mind. Good song, however, the mental headspace I was in when I dropped that song, it's almost like PTSD, that song. I basically, that song for me is I forced myself to finish that song because I said, my mental health is so bad, let me just drop a song so it makes me feel better. And it actually did the opposite. I think when you're not in the right headspace, everything about it, the release, I did good marketing strategies, but it just didn't work out. So now when I listen to the song, even when my girlfriend plays it, I'm like, turn that cursed song off. I hate it. It's a great song though. It's a great song, but I don't know how I will feel in the future going forward. I mean, for now, it's always good to have music to perform as much as I can. But going forward, the more music I start releasing, I think that one, I'll just kind of leave it there. It existed for that time, but I think all the mental health and stigma around that song, for myself personally, makes it a bit hard for me to like want to perform it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
When you're creating music, where do you get your like inspiration for the music from? Like, let's say you're thinking of dropping a single soon, like you want to release something.
Yeah.
Where do you get your ideas from? How do you get the pen to the paper and get the words out in a way that makes sense to you?
Do you know what is funny why you say that is, like I said, although, did I say this before? No, I didn't. But the other day I was with my girlfriend and we was in the cinema and I showed her one of my new songs and she was like, what, do you just have to go through bad experiences just to like write something or something? Because I had a really tough like weekend before that. And I went into the studio and I wrote something and she was like, these are like the coldest bars ever. And I always say this, I think I have to pull from my pain and from my trauma. So whenever I go through really bad situations, I am able to just flow and write. It's bad that's one thing I kind of rely on. I wouldn't say I rely on, but I just talk about my experiences. And if I haven't just gone through something bad and I want to write something and I'm in the studio, I just try to pull from the feelings of that moment that I felt that way. How did I feel in that moment? Sometimes what I've tried to do now is I journal. And how I used to make music, which I don't really do anymore, is I used to do spoken word and I would write poems and then I would change my poems into raps. So I'd take that and then I would make it into a rap. And I think I don't do that anymore, but now with my journaling, when I write things and talk about my feelings, I kind of take those ideas and then turn them into bars. So more free to how it used to be structure of poem than rap. But I think I just pull from experiences that I've had, if that makes sense.
Would you say like making music is your therapy?
Yes, literally, that's one of my bars. What bar is it? I can't remember though. But I have a couple bars that talk about music being my therapy. Like, it's the way of letting everything out. And that's why I think when I wasn't making music, even though I said, oh, my mental health's bad, I can't make music, I think that was stopping me from even getting better because that's my therapy. That's the way I express myself. I'm quite good with talking, I'd say, but sometimes I don't know how to like express how I really feel. I have autism as well, so it's hard to like sometimes, I don't know, like get people to resonate with me and understand me. So I think my music is my one way to do that. And not just as a rapper, but as a musician, I love playing music. I've started to this whole album that I'm coming up with, I've co-produced it, which is the first time I've done that. I've always been kind of involved in arranging and composing in bits and pieces with my music, but this is the first one I'm co-producing. So I'm sitting down on the keys, on the bass, on the whatever, on the drums, whatever it is, and I'm putting that together. So I think definitely music is my therapy, and being a musician is like the best thing for me. Yeah.
And who are some of your favorite artists right now? Because there's a lot of upcoming like British artists as well, and like just around the world. Who would you say are like some of the best voices or best talents that are out right now?
I think my number one will always be Little Sims. Like, I mean, everyone kind of compares us, which is a big compliment to me. But I think like when I saw her at Wireless in 2022, everyone kept telling me, oh, Romaya, you need to listen to this artist. Romaya, you need to... And I was like, allow it. Because I just like to discover music. I don't like to like just jump on the train of what everyone's on. So I was like, no. I saw her at Wireless and I was like, okay, yeah, my life's changed now. She is sick. So she's my number one. And I actually quite enjoy Lil Kana as well. I saw him in concert last year, the end of last year, and I cried. Like, his bars are kind of crazy. Like, I never really got into him before. Like, I know everyone's like diehard fans knew him from like 2019, 2018. I'll admit, I'm a freshie. I'm new to this. Like, the past like year and a half, I started to listen to him. But his bars are insane. And I just love his music, kind of. Like, he has his own sound, which I really appreciate. Like, that's what I kind of want to go for. Like, okay, I'm making hip hop music or whatever, but I have the Romaya sound. I want people to be able to hear a song and be like, I know that's Romaya. Like, you can hear like in his song, even the drums, what's being played. Like, I just love those. So I think those would be my two favorite artists kind of like right now, like in the scene. But I'm not really into like, I need to get more into more new people, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
And as an artist who makes music, of course, what is like your least favorite music to make?
My least favorite music to make.
And like in terms of like how I like, for example, like genre switching, like different genres, or if you want to make like a poppy pop song, like what's something you wouldn't want to make?
To be fair, like I'm quite open, but in a songwriter way. Like, I've done songwriting camps and stuff, and I've written songs in completely different genres, and I've been good with all of them. I love writing it, but more I would do it for other people. For myself, one genre that I probably wouldn't like is like, not like, but you know, there's a new style of rap kind of wave like that. I don't even know what to call it. They call it kind of that melodic-y, flowy thing. Like, even though my music is very melodic, I just think I don't really make that sort of music. I can't think of what it is. Not like trap. I mean, I wouldn't really make trap. It's not me, but yeah, I don't know what it's called, but like that UK kind of rappy sound. I feel like I'm quite different from it.
Yeah.
No shade to it, because I listen to the music. Like, I think as an artist, like, if you don't appreciate all styles of music, then you're a bad artist, because I appreciate all styles. However, I just wouldn't make all, like, I don't know how to describe. I didn't answer that question well.
I get it. No, I get what you mean.
Yeah, okay.
There's that certain, like, it's currently, like, they call it, like, what's like melodic R&B rap. Like, they're trying to,
yeah.
And like, they're trying to like scratch out whatever they can. And,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It sometimes sounds good, but like the voices don't match what they're trying to give sometimes. But
yeah, sometimes like that's people's music. But I guess everyone has their own individualism, and as long as people are happy enjoying music, that's all that matters. But yeah, I definitely think I wouldn't really go into that, because it doesn't really resonate with me that much, and I prefer listening to it than making it.
yeah.
So yeah.
what period of do you listen to UK music more like American, like different countries' music?
I think for current music, UK music, I'd definitely say like that same sort of Lil Sims, Lil Kana cutting a wave. And then for like overseas, older music, I'd definitely say like older hip hop from the 90s and stuff, like The Brat, even Queen Latifah. There's a girl called Baha Media that I really love. Like I said, Tupac, like just that old sort of 90s style. But to be fair, like I don't really listen to the type of music that I make too tough. Like I don't really listen to a lot of rap music anymore. It goes up and down in waves, like just depending on where I am, how I'm feeling. I feel like I quite like a lot of different sort of music. I grew up listening to a lot of different music. My mum brought us up in like almost like a multicultural home. Loads of different music, so we never tied to a genre. Right now, I'm kind of in my like Latin music era, and with my band, I'm doing like a sort of Latin vibe song that I'm gonna like mix into a song that already exists. So I'm all over the place when it comes to music and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not really listening to too much rap right now. I'm just listening to a bit of everything, to be fair. No, actually, Michael Jackson. That's what I'm listening to a lot.
Oh, have you watched the film?
Yeah.
How was it? I haven't watched it yet. Don't spoil it.
So
not really much to spoil, is there?
So good. Like Michael Jackson has always been like every single year in my Spotify rap, my top 5 artists. So I think out of most music right now, I've been listening to MJ. I feel like his music was just so different. And the fact that he gains new fans every single day, like how many years after he died is crazy. Like
the king of pop.
He is the king of pop. Like his music is that insane. I listen to him for like inspiration, not like musically because he's insanely talented, but just like inspiration of like how far music can go. Like he was ahead of his time. I listened to some of his music from the 70s and I was like, you can drop that song today and people not even bat an eye. Like he's amazing.
Yeah, he's so far ahead of his time. And like when you like he was the first global superstar like at that level in the world. I don't think we'll ever see something like that again.
We won't. Like people try to compare. They say Drake, Taylor Swift, big love.
Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. Guys, done.
Wrap it up. Like people don't realize. Also, how far would Drake and Taylor Swift go without social media as well? You have to deep this. Like he was doing this before social media. This was a word of mouth thing. This was a newspaper thing.
This was before the internet.
Literally. So like, no one. I don't think anyone could go that far again. Like he was a one of one. Like one in the universe, like never again. Sick, amazing.
Yeah, damn. Rest in peace, MJ, man.
Rest in peace, man. Do you hear people saying that he's still alive, like in Cuba or somewhere with Tupac? Like, guys,
they're on the beach together, just chilling.
Like, as much as I'd love that, yeah, we need to allow people to just rest in peace peacefully. Yeah, okay.
Literally.
Like, let them go. Like, they're not in Cuba sipping on iced teas and pina coladas. Let it go, guys. But yeah, man. Oh my gosh.
What's like a phase of like UK music that you think needs to be brought back? I would argue like 2016, 17, like Still Bangles, like
Afro swing.
Oh.
Afro swing. That same era. Also that Zara Larsson kind of period. Lush Life. Oh, sometimes I listen to that song. And I'm like, guys, I'm still here. Everyone's moved on, but I'm still there.
I'm right with you.
I love that she's making a comeback, but like, I just love that old, like, I crave the nostalgia. Like, I feel like even though like, don't get me wrong, we still had our hard times in childhood, but the summers was just different. The air was different. Like, So like when I say that vibe, that pop wave, yes, that house pop wave, and also that Afro swing wave of the same time, J Hus and all of those people, I just think the music was just so positive. Like, I feel like music nowadays, don't get me wrong, it is still positive, but I don't know. I think like literally like the vibrations in the music back then was just so high vibrational. Everyone was just such in good spirits. Like, I'm quite whimsical about things, so obviously there was their challenges, but I think it was a really good time of music.
And it's like people now don't know how to enjoy music. They're very like critical of like what's going on and like what's being said. It's like just enjoy the music, take it as it is.
I think also people are too nonchalant nowadays, like, but like this fake nonchalant. Like, let's stop being bothered. Let's enjoy the music. Like I feel like sometimes I'd be like, even we'll be in the club or something, and I'm shacking out in the middle. Me and my girls, we're shacking out in the middle. Me and my girlfriend, we're shacking out in the middle. Everyone else is posted on a wall. I'm like, hey, guys, we can enjoy music. Like, I feel like everyone nowadays just tries to be like, act this nonchalant, like TikTok personality. Like, oh,
yeah.
But like, music is good. Like, let's bring back the club mentality, dancing in the club. We need to bring that back.
People are just in the club, like, just standing there waiting for like a bit to get a video of, just to post it and say the club in.
And it's
put the phone down and enjoy the time.
It's so scary. Even talking about phones. Sorry, I'm going so left field. Yesterday, for the first time, I know it's going to sound so crazy, but for the first time in a long time, I sat on the train, I put my phone in my bag, no music, no nothing. Because if I'm not watching something...
Oh, I could never.
I listen to music.
I need the music on repeat.
No, I didn't have anything on. My phone was about to die and the charging thing wasn't working in my phone. So I said, it was a blessing in disguise. So I sat on the train and I looked around and I watched everyone. And I was like, everyone's just on their phones. Like, everyone. And I was like, it's so scary. Like, we've changed so much as a society. I remember as a kid, like, I would not have a device and I would just be cool. Days, weeks on end, you'll be fine. You could just sit in your silence, sit in your own thoughts. And I think bringing it back to music, I think sometimes because of the distractions that we have so much, sometimes it's even hard for me to make music. Like, I'll say the studio is the one place where I'm kind of on my phone the least. Then sometimes I catch myself doom scrolling, mid supposed to be writing bars, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, it's so scary.
Is this TikTok brain rot? I'm telling you.
It is. And I'm like, why am I itching almost to open up a social media app while mid writing bars? I'm supposed to be in the flow. Now I'm like, why haven't I got the flow? Yeah, because I've just scrolled past 20 videos. Like, I've left that mindset. So it's a bit scary. So as an artist, I think like putting down our phones sometimes is definitely important, because like when you're on your phone, even if you're by yourself, you're not with yourself. Like, I don't know if that made sense, but like, yeah, you're not sitting in your thoughts. You're not allowing yourself to be uncomfortable in your thoughts. And I did that yesterday, and I was surprised when I came off the train after the how many hour long journey. I felt really good. I was like, okay, I sat with myself. Now let me go do my work. I've come with a clear mind.
Like a mental refresh.
Literally that. Instead of being glued on my phone, I hate this. Going on my phone, my head's hurting. Then I have to go on my laptop, do my work. And then I go back on my phone, laptop. And then you're just in this state where when you take that moment of just peace and then sitting in nothing, sometimes I don't even have thoughts in my head. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like sitting there in nothingness, which is... It's good. I think it's good. I mean, I used to be scared of that, but I'm learning more that it's important, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
And like, even now, like, speaking of like phones and like technology and stuff, like the way people are now relying on like AI and like things for everything is getting scary. Like, I know someone who was using AI to write lyrics for an album they're writing, like everything. And I said, stop it, put it down. I said, put it down now. AI
does scare me and I've realized, like, I'll be completely honest, not with my music. AI will never touch my music, it never has.
Amen.
But I mean, just at work, I obviously, well, actually, you guys don't know. So I worked at 2 labels.
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
That was on my list.
I worked at 2
Atlantic and the other songs, right?
Yeah, the other songs. Yeah. We could go into that after. But at the other songs I started working there last year and finished working there this year. But what was I going to say? At the other songs was the first time where I started to use AI, because I worked in marketing there, and sometimes like ChatGPT, like it would just be like a quick putting a caption together, like just a quick one. Oh, I have this, or like fact checking some stuff in my in a mailer that I'm writing, small little bits.
Yeah.
But then I just do it every time to make it easier. So when I'm doing the bigger projects where I just need to use my creativity, I can focus fully on those. And then the smaller bits, I'm just doing on captions and stuff like that or whatever. And it was that cool mentality. Everyone's like, yeah, that's cool. Like, use it on that or whatever. But then as months started to pass, the more I'm doing it, I'm like, feeling like, well, I can't even write a caption by myself kind of vibe. And I was like, I gotta stop using that, because it's so bad, because it literally strips away all the creativity, and like it strips away your brain from thinking, and it's so toxic. Like, it's so bad. Like, it's so bad. So no AI, and I don't want AI replacing us. Like, I know they got this new song on TikTok called Amber Alert, and it's an AI thing, because there's this new challenge where people are putting their messages and making them into AI songs.
Oh, the AI songs, yes.
And I'm like, guys, like,
down.
I feel bad for even nodding my head. Like, the tunes are fire, but like, we're stealing people's jobs. Okay, guys, we need to lock in. Yeah, so AI is crazy, honestly.
But like, there's not even like a push to stop it. Was it last week or a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
An AI song was #1 on the Billboard Hot 100.
It's not right.
And on like radio play. Why is an AI song being played on radio?
It's not right. And the fact, like you said,
and people are pocketing from this as well. Like, they're making money from a robot.
Thank you. And I literally hate it. And because now that people can see, oh, we can do this. Anyone's going to do this. Anyone is going to do this. And it's just like, we're putting people out of their jobs. Like, people don't even realize it's not a simple, jokey thing. People are only going to want to uprise when they realize their job's being taken. Like, as a musician, that makes me a bit mad. I'll be real. It makes me mad. Yeah. It's not right at all.
And was it Drake or Kendrick? One of them used Tupac's AI voice in one of their songs.
Is it?
During their beef. I think it was Drake. There was like an AI Tupac, like a couple bars in the song, and I was like, whoa.
That's not right, man.
I could be wrong. I need to fact check. Wait.
Yeah, but
I think it was.
That sounds like something happening. And
because I remember Kendrick got back at him and was like, why are you using AI for Tupac's voice? That's disgusting.
It's weird. It's weird. And also, like, the impacts of AI, like, I'm a bit like #wokey sometimes. Like, I like to look into things, and AI, there's a town in America where like the main AI kind of factory is, and AI is powered by water, and then the whole town, they don't even have
no water left.
Running water.
Yeah.
And the water that they have is dirty, and it's in a deprived area. Like, the fact that they even built it in an area that's like like about 80% POC around that. I just came up with that percentage in my head, so don't come for me. That might not be right. But like, in a deprived area, no running water, it's not clean water. And then people are just like, okay, to give me a gym routine workout, whatever. Go on YouTube, go and search.
What happened to Google? And no, wait. When you go Google, the first thing is AI anyways.
Yeah,
so
AI,
just don't even Google it anymore.
You have to turn up, like, literally. Bro, I can't lie though. I did have to AI myself, find out who I was, like, online. I didn't have to, but like, I searched my name in online and stuff. Oh no, it was AI Gemini, actually, the Google one. I just said, who's Romaya Rose Susanna on Google, and the things that I came up with, I was like, this is scary, guys. It knows too much information. Then I searched my mum, then I searched my brothers, and then also they're putting fake information. They said my girlfriend was my mum's daughter. So technically we're sisters, which is so strange. It literally said I was related to her brothers, and then I had like 2 mums or something like that. It was just not right. So guys, don't use AI.
Take it with a grain, not the grain, a whole bucket of salt.
Yeah, not even a pinch, not a grain, a whole bucket, guys.
Whole tub. Take it.
A whole tub, but yeah.
It's getting scary, and like there's not really like because I've been like keeping up with it, and like there's not really a push to stop it.
There's not. It's so scary. Like, we need to realize that this could be the end. Not even gonna lie. Wait, should we pause?
Okay, let's take like a little intermission. Guys, bring it back.
Are we ready?
All right, guys, we're back. We took a brief break just to, say toodles.
Yeah.
Let's get into your jobs at these industries. Was the first one the other songs?
No, it was the other way around. Atlantic.
It was Atlantic first.
Yeah, Atlantic was first.
Atlantic, what did you do? Marketing as well?
Yeah, like marketing. That was my job description. I was like a marketing intern, but then I was still at uni full time then. So I only did 2 days a week, and I did 1 day in office, and then the other day I did in a studio called SW61. So I just was able to just go to the studio and create music. And I was at uni, part of my course was in engineering. So I do the studio sessions alone and had to like engineer in a big studio and stuff and do my own music. So wow. That was my first label job. It was very interesting.
What's the key takeaway from that? Was there a key takeaway?
I don't know. I just found that job very. It was going to the other songs was like such a difference, because the other songs is a smaller independent company, and Atlantic is a major label. And if I'm completely honest, I did feel quite small in the major label. Not that many people spoke to me. It was quite like, not cliquey, I'd say, but everyone had their people. But speaking to quite a few of the staff, like, they all kind of agreed. Everyone has their groups. It wasn't like a homey environment. Like, a lot of them had already worked at other labels, so they said, yeah, this one isn't the most like homey. So I did find it really hard. And like I said, I have autism, and I really struggle with that whole just sitting behind a computer all day. And it was a very officey space. And because I was an intern and I was like kind of at the bottom of the pool, there wasn't a lot of work being given towards me. So I'd a lot of the time find myself doing nothing and waiting around for people and kind of feeling out of place. However, I'd just definitely say it was a good opportunity to be there, because I'm in the Universal building at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So was it Universal?
That's like half of music.
Yeah. So it was good to be there, and I met some cool people there. So I'm definitely grateful for the experience, but it wasn't the greatest. But it's calm. That's life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then I went to the other songs and they were much better. So that's...
The main reason why I know you were at the other songs,
Yeah.
specifically the other songs, was because I know someone
Yeah.
who knows someone
Who knows what?
who's the senior label manager of the other songs.
Is it?
And then I had asked my connection to ask them if there was any internship or anything available for me.
Yeah.
And I'd sent a couple emails,
Yeah.
not heard anything back for 2 months.
Oh dear.
And then I saw your story post. It was like, guys, where was it the team day out you guys had?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, so they've already done the intern hiring.
Yeah. There was the thing is, the day I started, 3 of us started. So we filled up the place. Like, they had to get new chairs, new everything, new space for us. So yeah, the other song is definitely a cool opportunity. And like, what would you... Wait, well, actually, we'll talk after. Sorry, I will do it up business, but like, what?
Girl, do it here. This is the place.
No.
This is the place and time.
They're cool people, so you should definitely reach out again. I think,
Yeah, I'm
like,
definitely going to try again
They're just
soon.
busy, but like, the interns, like, what's really great is they've always got a good flow of people like going through and out learning, because like a lot of the interns, like, well, for especially me as an artist, I knew I only wanted to be there a little while because I actually left early. Like I said, I really struggled with my mental health. Like, it was really bad. I was in and out of hospital, and the other songs are the most supportive group of people. They let me leave when I wanted to leave, and they did say, you know, you always have a place with us. I was even supposed to go for lunch there yesterday, but I didn't end up going. But they're the most like amazing, loving people, like that, like out of any label that you could be in. I think the thing is they all love music, so I think you should definitely like reach out to them again and give it a try. And they're always just doing stuff. They're always out and about, and yeah, they're great people. But yeah,
because I saw a couple of your shoot days and like stuff. It just looked really cute and really fun. And
It
you were in your element. I was like, look at Romaya with the camera in her hand, ready to like do promo. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that really helped because now I kind of work for my band more full time, which is sick and amazing. And I run our socials, and a lot of what I learned was from the other songs, and I learned that so many different editing techniques and stuff, and also has helped me with my own artistry, because going on behind the scenes of shoots and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, it's really cool. And especially in summer, you do a lot of different fun stuff, and I discovered presenting. Like, I've done a little bit of presenting here, there, nothing like serious, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like talking in front of a camera now has felt so much more comfortable and normal because of that job. So it was definitely fun. But like I said, I just definitely not cut out for that office kind of way. Like, the other songs are so much more chill. Like, I didn't have to work in the office. They have a downstairs bit full of sofas, but I can't do the Monday. I didn't work Fridays, but I did Monday to Thursday in a place from 9 or 10 a.m., 10 a.m. till what, 6 p.m.
Damn.
And my brain's not wired for that. I just like to say, like, it's not that like it's a bad environment. The environment there can't be any more better and loving and accepting. It's just my brain cannot do that. Like, I can't.
You want to work more like into it and not like on a laptop, right?
Exactly.
Like
when I was doing the shoots and everything, that was the best. When I'm out and doing fun bits, I don't care if I'm out at 11 o'clock at night shooting for a gig. That's the fun part to me. What I don't like is the sitting down, having to write up things. Like, it really drives me crazy being inside. I literally spiraled, and I had I had a moment where I kind of relapsed, and I was in hospital and stuff like that, and I was just like, I have to realize, like just because this is a good opportunity and whatever, I'm making money, it doesn't mean I should be in it. Because the only thing that was keeping me there was like the fact of, one, structure. I always crave a bit of structure, and two, I'm like, what am I going to do for money? What happens now? Like, I'm not privileged enough to come from a financially stable background. I come from a one-parent home, so I'm like, I'm also the eldest child, so I'm like, I'm not ready to just drop this. So I even stayed a month longer so I can have a bit more money before this. And then luckily I was able to go on full-time working with my mum, and it's obviously not as much, but I'm doing something now that I fully love, that I'm engaged in, and also I can work from my bed, and my boss is my mum. And I was scared about that at first, but my mum, she's just so chill, and I'm a very hard worker. So we get on well. So sometimes we sit in the front room on the floor, she's on the sofa, we're typing away. Still admin work, but I'm doing it from my bed. I can wake up at 11 in the morning and do it then. I can do it at 6 p.m. there's not as much as a deadline for things, if that makes sense. So yeah.
I mean, in terms of structures, I'm very similar with what you said. Like for example, when uni finishes, I have like 7 months of free time, and I'm like, what do I do? I need to get myself occupied.
Yeah.
So like last year, I started working heavily when I finished uni, and now this year it's like, let me make a change and make a difference and try and do something for myself.
That's amazing.
Because with work, it's like just stress, and like I work in hospitality, so it's even worse.
Yeah, I could only imagine. Like my friends' stories, like they be telling me. And one thing I told myself, I don't want to work in hospitality or retail because it's an easy slope to get stuck into. It's quick money, but it's hard. And I really struggle in working in things that don't really benefit me. But you got to make some money at the end of the day.
Exactly.
But my mom was like, I don't want you going down that path, because she had to. And then now it's only in her late 30s that she's finally being able to like do what she kind of wants to do. And it's tough. And also, like you said, we crave structure. When I'm not doing anything, I feel like a bum. I don't think people understand. I feel like I actually want to die. I'm not ever exaggerating. I'll lay in my bed and I'll be like, I can't do this. Like, I love being active and out there. Like, this week has just been filled up with fun stuff. So this podcast, I've been looking forward to it. Yesterday, my lunch got cancelled because my friend was ill and I had woken up really late. So we couldn't do it. And I was kind of moping around for the day. So I had to go to my girlfriend's work just to do something with myself. I brought my laptop there. So when this podcast has been coming up, for the past week, I've been like, yeah, podcast. I don't think you understand me telling everyone, I'm on a podcast.
No, literally me, but like, guys, I've got a project coming. I'm not going to say what it is until you guys see it come out.
Yeah.
Literally, like, I've been like dropping like little hints here and there. And like, I've only told my sister today what I'm doing.
Is it?
She was like, where are you going? I was like, I'm going to shoot a podcast. She's like, what? With who? And I was like, we'll find out soon. But like, I want to say the two of my closest friends only.
Is
I'm
it?
doing today.
That's
so
amazing.
like, I'm trying to, because I feel like when people see what you're doing as well, like from the wrong people, you get the wrong energy.
Evil eye is so real.
So real.
So real.
And someone from like a Turkish background as well. Like, I don't know, but I don't have a fucking necklace with it on because I need to at this point. Because it is such a real thing. Every time I've said what I'm going to do, it just doesn't work out. Like one time I got an internship email back from from TikTok. Yeah. And I was in my friend group at uni and I said it out loud. And the second I said it, everything didn't get an email back. Yeah. They said we want to interview you. I told them the days I'm free. They didn't even email me back.
Oh my God.
So I feel like that was an example of evil eye.
I think it's so true. Even like Glastonbury, I didn't post Glastonbury till 2 days before when I was with Idris and we took us out when I was like, this is happening. Like, there's nothing like, when you know something's solid, like the only times I'll announce something is when something is solid, as in like I've got it or the thing's out or whatever. So when I was like with Idris, I even waited. I said, and then Idris was like, I'm gonna post on my socials. I was like, okay, I'll post on my socials now, because I was like, Glastonbury, I cannot lose you, because I'm so used to being so close. I was literally like, even saying today to my girlfriend, I was like to her, I feel like when it comes to the industry, like I'm literally right outside the door, like to the big leagues. I'm knocking on it, but you need a secret password and I only know the 2 first letters.
So real. Like, I agree with that so much. Wow, I've never heard it said better.
Do you know what I mean? And I feel like it's easier when you're so far removed from it, you're in your own little bubble. But when you're so close, it's just like, I'm grasping, like I'm literally right there scratching. So I take everything so serious, like you said, like that. Like I love this online persona that I have as well, because it's like, not saying it's not me, but I just love putting like the best parts of me, the parts that are solid of me online, and to have this like social portfolio that looks like I'm a really cool person. Not saying I'm not in real life, but bro, I'm quite timid.
Guys, she's so cool.
No, but like I'm like a real person, like with real feelings. I feel like a lot of the time when people see me, they're like, Romaya, you're so amazing. Oh, I've been seeing what you're doing. You're a superstar, this, that. And I'm like, people don't even know like the real life struggles.
You don't know what happens once I put the camera down.
Exactly. And like what it takes just to like do simple things for me. It's really tough. Like I keep bringing up my autism, but it's who I am. But like for me, before I leave the house, I literally stand at the door sometimes. Well, most of the time I'm in a rush, but sometimes I'll stand at the door before, and it's like a challenge for me even to leave the house, because I
contemplating if it's worth it or not.
Yeah, because I get so anxious and nervous. I'm scared of so many things. I'm a very fearful person, which isn't good. But every time I leave the house, I'm like, I'm scared. This is gonna happen. I'm gonna see someone be sick. This is gonna happen, or I'm gonna fall off this, or this is gonna happen, and something's gonna be really scary. And I'm like, people don't really see that, and it's just like, so one part of me, like, it's a big thing of me is like, I love putting a good front up to people and like on social media, being like really cool. And it has paid off because that's how I got kind of both of my jobs in a way. It's all of my online persona, people thinking I'm cool and like kind of wanting to employ me and stuff like that. So guys, any advice, if you're shy or timid or even introverted, just put yourself out there, pretend to be something you're not, and then you actually become it one day. Do you know what I mean?
No, literally. And like looking back at myself as well, when I was in primary, secondary, I was such a quiet, like very, like I take a lot of shit and I wouldn't say or like do anything about it. But for like after like going through secondary school and college and having so many friends and having no friends and like everything life's thrown at me, it's like if you don't speak up for yourself, no one else will. If you don't put yourself first, no one else will. The Hunger Games is so real.
So real, and I love the Hunger Games, by the way. But they're so real. Like life actually does feel like the Hunger Games, for real, for real. Even like the feeling so close, and then you're in the last minute, and you get shot by someone in your back or something.
Literally,
like that.
Like, oh yeah, you found someone, you're gonna drink it. No, you're dead.
Yeah. It's literally so mad, and it's just like I resonate with that. Like when I was a kid, my mum tells me, like, I kind of remember as well, I used to be a mute. I used to not speak to people. And then growing up, I started to find more of a voice through acting and stuff like that. I used to do acting like seriously. And I was actually I was contemplating whether to do acting or music in Brit. And that would have changed my whole career. So I'm glad I did music in the end. Like my drama teachers tried to convince me to change to acting even in college. But I was like, no, I've got to do music. But anyways, tangent. I did struggle in school a lot. I got bullied severely. And that's why I went to Brit, because I needed to change schools. And it was like too bad. But I just learned I had to speak up for myself. And I'll speak about that in my music. And like you said, you remember Let Those Who Love the Lord Hate Evil. That song was actually about those bullies, because when I was in secondary school, I changed secondary schools 3 times because I was bullied in the first 2. And in the second school that I went to, which was the worst experience I had, I was in a friendship group with some girls, and they were very like kind of like religious forward people, like very Christians and stuff like that. However, they had so much hate in their heart, which didn't make sense, because I was like, if your religion is preaching about love and you always talk about how there's so much love in what you believe in, then why are you such hateful?
Practice what you preach.
Practice what you preach, literally. So I was like, why are you such hateful people? So I took like a little bit from the verse in Psalms saying, let those who love the Lord hate evil, because you're saying you're a godly woman, a godly girl, but you're projecting so much hate and you're violent towards another person. So I had to make that song, and I was like, guys, remember what you follow. Like literally, like being so contradictory. So yeah, that's a little bit of Romaya music history for you.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's a true thing. People like always preach, but they never practice it, and like that's why, like, I've always told people, do what you want to do what you want to do, and like, I'm now practicing what I'm preaching.
Literally, one thing about Romaya is I've got some good advice for days, but every time I open up with advice, I say I'm being hypocritical about this. I always say this, like, even when I'm like talking with like my friends or my girlfriend, I'll be like, guys, I'm telling you this, but I just want you to know that I don't do this myself. So I'm self-aware, but like we actually have to practice what we preach, because I don't go around spreading stuff and then you're gonna be the opposite of what it is like.
Because I know I give the best advice. Everyone comes to me for advice.
Literally.
But then when it comes to me following it, it's like, oh, I did say that, didn't I? Maybe I should do what I just said. No.
And I sometimes I'm like, but, and then I have to realize, no, there's no buts. Romaya, this is a choice.
No if, buts, and maybes, guys.
Literally.
Only absolutes.
Only absolutes. And everything that you do, I believe, is a choice. Like, everyone has a choice to do whatever. I do believe in fate and like things are supposed to happen. I don't really believe in coincidences, but however, I do believe in choices. Like, everything you do is a choice. There's a choice you can make. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and like I believe that God has a plan set out for me, and like every choice I make will affect how that plan can alter.
Yeah.
Like if I do something negative, I'm gonna get something negative happen to my final destination.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
I don't like how some people sit in, like, because growing up religious, like, trust me, I know about the Bible. So when some people want to try, like, not mansplain to me, but like twist words in around to make it fit them better, I'm like, guys, you ain't really knowing the.
And if you want to get real, God's the only judge. So how are you sitting there judging people?
But like, people will twist things to make it better for them. But I'm just like, what was I trying to say? What did you just say? Sorry, before that, I had a really good point. I can't remember. you were saying, oh, God has a plan. You make
predetermination and stuff
people,
like that.
People love to say, yeah, oh, God has a plan for me. So then they do messed up stuff and then just go with it. But I know it's part of the plan. But I'm like, everything is a choice. Yes, God has a plan. But you make these choices. Like every single decision, it could go this way, that way, that way. But you're still in control of that choice. I don't like people who sit back and pretend that they don't have that choice and then sit in that excuse. Like,
yeah, like, that's why I say, like, that's why the choices I make matter.
Yeah.
And like that's how the final place I end up changes.
Yeah.
Like, for example, God might plan for me to, I don't know, let's not jinx anything, but let's say he plans for me to have A, right?
Yeah.
And I go and be a shit person. I'm always fighting people. I'm always being rude and mean to people. He's gonna say, oh, you don't deserve A anymore. We're gonna go over there. Like, he can still change. God, the all-powerful can change anything.
Yeah, and literally. And
like, I'm not really religious, right? But like, I do sit there and be like, maybe I should think about what God would believe about what I just did in this situation.
I think we both sit in the same place. Like I said, I grew up religious. However, I moved away from the church as I grew up. However, I've always believed in the higher spirit of God. And I feel like my faith in God and a higher being is the only thing that got me through certain situations. And like you said, you're so right about it, about the A and B thing. It's like, you literally are in control of making that decision. It could go one way. You could be punished. And I feel like I've seen that in life. When I've sat back and been like, okay, things can just happen, whatever. Things don't just go well for me because I'm not working my hardest and being the best person I can be. And sometimes it is hard. Even when I'm trying my best, I feel like I don't see the results. But I can't, like, God always shows up in a way, like, when you least expect it.
Always in a cliche way.
Yeah, and
always.
I'm like,
oh, there you are.
Literally, I went up, for instance, even like the other songs. I went to the other songs one time. I always used to meet up with them regularly before I worked there. And we just have chats. And this one time I was like, God, I need my life to change when I go on this one visit. Like, I'm like, do I want to be signed? What do I want? I was like, this visit needs to change my life. I'm really craving for it. Went to the visit and they was like, we want to offer you a job. And I was like, hey. I said, I didn't even expect that. Like, I wasn't even, like, my brain didn't even go there. And then, like, my life.
I am here and you shot that.
Literally, I'm like, okay, so this is good. Like, so things happen the least when you expect it, but when you're still trying your hardest. So I'm trying to hold on to that. Literally this morning, I was going through this complex and I was writing in my diary, in my journal, and I was like, God, I'm trying. Like, I'm trying. Things are feeling really difficult for me, but like, I have a feeling like things will work out. And even coming here today has even changed my mood. It's like brightened my spirit. Like, I'm feeling like this is where I belong.
Don't say that.
No,
I'm gonna start blushing. So
you literally have, like, I feel like so much at ease. Like, I don't even think there's any part of nervousness in me now.
No, literally, I feel like we spoke all the nervousness out. So like now we're like we're comfortable,
and we're in a safe space. And I'm so excited to be part of something that's gonna build even bigger than probably what you can think of right now. Like, it's gonna go good. So I'm so glad.
That's what we're hoping for, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, in life, if you don't, back to be a hypocrite again.
Yeah.
If you don't, you know, push for what you want, and like you should, like, I don't push for you to know what you want to do, but I have a rough idea, and then once you have that idea, think about how you're gonna bridge to where you want to be.
Yeah.
To get to where you want to be, because like for the longest time, because like I've loved music for so long.
Yeah.
And like, even when I go to performances or like even listen to someone play the piano, I start like shedding tears.
Yeah.
Because I find it so beautiful and like so amazing. And like ever since like I was young, I'd always listened to music, and like music got me through COVID.
Yeah.
That was like, and the music during COVID was not the best music we've got, but like it got me through. Yeah. Yeah. And like going back and like discovering old artist discographies and like getting into like Lauryn Hill and like the doo-wops and like all this, like, you know, it made me realize that I have a passion for music, and like not to create music, but like to be in the music space. And like that's where I shot with this. I shot in the dark.
Yeah.
I found the light.
Yeah.
I've grabbed it.
I'm so proud.
And then I've grown it, hopefully. We'll see.
That's amazing. Like, that's so cool to hear. And I feel like I resonate a lot with that. I think music is a feeling thing. For some people, we're special people when it's a feeling, like, to the point, like you said, till you cry. Like, I don't know how to describe it to other people. You described it well, but to other people who don't understand that, it's a feeling. Even like when I play pan for our big performances and stuff, like people always say, oh, Romaya, you look like you've been possessed. I close my eyes, my head's moving. Like, people always tell me that. Like pan people tell me that. I'm like, you guys should know. It's a feeling. Like, most people have been like, yeah, you're sick before. Some people are like, you look crazy. But I'm like, you feel it. And yeah, COVID for me was like the first, I struggled with like the second quarantines and stuff like that. But the first quarantine, like, was actually really good for me because I just had left my school, which I was being bullied from, found out I got into Brit. And I was like, oh my God, I have all this time at home. Like, so I got into so much different music like you as well. Like, that was the first time I started to get into more people who were like, who was relevant at that time, like Tyler Create and stuff. I had a whole Tyler Create.
I've never listened to like his music.
I know.
I want to try. I want to try listening. Like,
you should.
All I've heard from him is Sticky, and that's a bit embarrassing to say.
That's all right though, but like his new music though, I haven't listened to any of it. I mean, like from that 2020 to maybe 2022 period, I was listening to him kind of there. Haven't listened to him after that, anything probably that much before that. It was like a random phase, but I was really into that because it was like that kind of music at the time. Do you know what I mean? And I think the first quarantine gave some people a chance. If you were lucky enough to have okay kind of household that you're living in. I mean, mine was quite cramped up at the time because I lived in a really small house. It was a 2-bed with like 6 of us. I know, crazy, but it was before my last brother was born, so it was 5, so it wasn't too much at that point. But I just took that as a chance to do anything new that I hadn't really done. I learned how to start doing hair. Like, I do my own hair now. Like, started expressing with fashion, started listening to more music. So I think that was definitely a pivotal time in so many people's lives. Like, for the good and for the bad. Do you get what I mean?
Don't know. I feel like COVID, the main thing it did was show me who everyone's true colours are. Because it's the thing with me always, and I'll stand on this hill to the day I die. To the day I die. As a friend, the bare minimum you should do is message another friend every week or often and say, hi, how are you? What's going on? Like, you know, what are you up to? Just like a check up.
Yeah.
COVID, the lack of messages from anyone, you'd message them, you wouldn't get a response. We know you're all at home.
Yeah, everyone's at home. What are you doing?
I know you've got no plans. It's a Friday night. We're locked inside.
Yeah.
You know, it's a shutdown.
Yeah.
School shut down 2 months ago. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Where you at?
No, COVID was real for that. COVID completely, like I said, because I changed school, like when COVID happened, like when it hit in February, I was in my one school, left, and then joined Brit in September. Because I was in year 8 when COVID happened. Yeah, I was in year 8. 2020. It was 2020.
Wait, I've got to check. Was it 2020 COVID? Yeah, COVID. Okay.
Yeah. Obviously, it's COVID-19, but it started. I was in year 8.
Was I in year? No.
When do you turn 21?
This year, November.
Yeah, you was in year 8 then.
I feel like I was in year 9. Year 9. End of year 9.
21. Yeah.
Because we missed all of our GCSE revision and learning because of COVID, and we started our exams.
So it was so peak. That time was so peak, bro. But yeah, so COVID hit. I was in year 8, dropped out of school, left my school. I was actually excluded for fighting, though I was defending myself because people just wanted to bully me. Boys and girls wanted to fight me, but that's the story for another time.
Boys putting hands on women, don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. Flipping weird. Anyway.
Fucking kill you, don't do it.
All right, don't do it. But I left school in year 8 and then... and then the COVID happened. So I was so happy to be at home. I was like, thank the Lord. He's killing me. I was like, thank the Lord. School's out. Hello, did I talk to my... Everyone was gone. The people I used to speak to, God, hello, they were gone in the past. Like, I was like, where's everyone at? Like,
yeah, because COVID for me came when like I left my previous friend group and joined the new one, and like we formed like a bond, and I was like, oh my God, yeah, like we're really cool people, like it's really fun.
And then
COVID hit, and it's like the group chat silent. Everyone's left the group chat. No one, you're messaging everyone like, hi, like how are you? What's going on?
Yeah.
No left on open. I'm like, oh,
it's scary.
And then you're messaging everyone else, and then the ones who you were never friends with would start speaking to you.
Yeah.
And like it was a really weird phase, and I was like, fuck, I'm not gonna speak to anyone because you guys aren't speaking back. So why would I waste my energy?
That's so true. It was weird though. COVID, I got really close with people that I didn't expect to get close with, and because of COVID, I was lucky. I used to live in an estate, and my closest male friends now are boys from that estate that I met during COVID. Before COVID, I never used to go out in my estate or anything like that. My brother one day was like, oh, there's these people outside. I think you would want to meet them. And I was like, no, because at the time my brother was like 9. And I was like, I don't want to meet any of your little friends. I went out, they're all my age, like either a year younger or a few years older. And that period changed my life because we were still in the same social bubble. We all lived in the same estate. We would just play outside of our house or what? Not play. We were like, 8, 9. So we used to make TikToks and stuff like that. So it was an interesting time. But like I said, I just got closer with people who I didn't expect to be close with. But yeah, we got COVID. Interesting times.
Really interesting times.
Definitely.
I hope it doesn't come back. Then people on the boat. Have you heard about the people on the boat?
I heard about the boat
guys,
yesterday.
I love you guys, but stay on the boat.
Stay on the boat.
Stay on the boat.
Guys, my life is only now getting to where I need things to be. All right?
That part.
We're doing projects here.
Look at where we are.
Yeah, right?
That part, let's not, please.
When they say these people have died on the boat, like, and the people making TikToks, bless you. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you and your families. But stay on the boat.
Did you see that video of that guy?
Yes, and
he was reading a script.
Oh yeah,
hang it up.
He was like, oh yeah, because we've got families at home.
He's like, yeah, so guys, we've got families at home and like the situation is worse. Than he's reading off the script. I'm like, oh,
guys, I know you have families at home, but if you love your families, why would you want to go home and technically bring this disease to them? Like, come on, like COVID, man. This is how it started. Everyone wanted to go outside and mingle and mangle. Like, no, stay on the boat and let the thing die on the boat. Okay, not the people or the disease. Right? Thank you. Hate that.
Heavy on that.
Hate that.
Well, final question for you. We've got to wrap this up. We're reaching our time limits, guys.
No worries.
It's been a great time. It's lovely to have you here, Romaya.
Thank you
it's been a very nice, and it's like the best first episode I could imagine.
I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited for you. It's gonna be amazing.
It's also one of the first artists I've ever seen perform live.
Hey!
So I feel like that made it a really great starting point.
Wow.
If you get what I mean. Like,
I'm
it's
so
like a
honored.
full circle.
Full circle moment here.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, let me just read it first one I'm going to say. Okay. What's one thing you know now that you wish you knew when you were starting out?
One thing
in terms of like life, friendships, music, anything, like a piece of advice that you wish you knew when you were starting out.
I think just like I am worthy, and how I am is I'm not a problem. Like, I think I'm like so hard on myself, and like sometimes I carry a lot of hate for myself, and I just beat myself up. And I wish when I was younger or when I was starting out, I just realized how special I was. I still am struggling with that now, like I said, with my autism, because I don't really work how a lot of people work around me. I often feel so different and not good enough. I just wish I knew that I was worthy. Like, I just wish that, like, I was proud of myself, because I feel like I could have excelled so much further. There's so many situations that happen where I told myself, I don't belong here. I'm not worthy enough. I'm not good enough. And it made me not do the best in life. It made me entertain ideas like stopping music. It made me let people who bullied me make me think they were right. So if I just knew that I was worthy and I belonged, and I, actually felt that and understood that, then yeah, I think that I could have gone further earlier. But that's something I'm still working on. So yeah, sorry to make that really dark.
No worries. No, I completely agree. It's like, we always put ourselves down and then we end up hindering ourselves without even realizing it.
Yeah.
Like, it's always, I'm going to put myself first, but like, you do, like, but how much can you put yourself first without dealing with the issue firsthand?
Definitely. I so agree with you. But yeah, so thank you so much for having me on. Like, this podcast,
so lovely to have you.
So excited, and I hope, like, even if it's not for this project, but for future projects, anytime I can come and be a part of it.
We're gonna have you here next year. Yeah. 1 year later with Romaya, 2 years later with Romaya. Let's do it.
Oh my god, yeah, let's do that. Like, Billie Eilish done this thing where she does an interview.
Yeah,
every
was it
year.
with Elle?
Yeah, every year, and I love it. You can see her grow up, so that would be interesting.
Yeah,
maybe.
Oh. Okay, where can the people find you, and like, what you got coming next?
Yeah, so you can find me on socials, every social media, Romaya the Goat. That's Romaya the Goat, on like every platform. And what's coming up next is an album this year, guys.
Ooh.
I haven't got the release date yet, because I said I'm not forcing myself this year on like fixing a deadline yet. When I have everything ready, then I'll come with something. But hopefully by the end of summer, beginning of autumn, something would have dropped.
Like a summer banger.
Yeah.
Ooh, wait.
So I'm excited.
We've got Never Ending Midnight Sun on the way.
Big up Zara. Anyway, yeah. But thanks, guys, for having me.
Thank you guys for watching, and we will be back very soon. Well, I'll be back soon. Romaya, she's gonna keep doing her thing, right? You guys go follow her. Everything's here in the description. Go find her.
Thank you.
Go follow her now, or I'm there. Yeah, we're gonna fight. But yeah, thanks guys for watching this, and I will see you guys soon. I'm not sure when, but very soon.
All right, bye guys.
Bye guys.